Merry seasons and happy winters, everybody! I have a brand new skin here. Dread is one of my favorite character designs in the Sonic franchise, and unfortunately, despite all the cool skin mods out there, he really doesn't have any costumes in CrossWorlds. On one cold winter evening, I was sleeping and it came to me in a vision. Knuckles the Dread wearing white and green just in time for Christmas. It's a very simple palette swap mod, but I am extremely proud of what I did. I recolored everything on him to be green, white, and yellow to fit a Christmas tree. I even re-edited some of the textures to be candy cane themed. The textures on his shoes have a mistletoe pattern. CrossWorlds modding can be frustrating to figure out, but damn was this rewarding. Look how expressive Dread's animations are, especially compared to Knuckles. This guy needs more. Basically, all of that footage you saw was from my roommate because I haven't actually owned Dread the entire time I've played CrossWorlds. I main him in Forces Mobile, and he's been my profile picture for about 2 or 3 years now, but I don't actually have him in the highest budget game where he's playable. Clever just gave me the season pass for CrossWorlds, man. Thank you very much, Clever. You have a Merry Christmas as well, man. And hey, you know what? Low-key, I might just have to give you another Red Star ring code at some point. I might just give you one on the house. I'll whisper you on Twitch. There we go! Finally got the Prime DLC. These are legitimately the only things that I wanted from this season pass. So shout out to Clever for putting down the money for the Prime pack, basically. The very expensive Prime pack. I don't care about this. Okay, I do care about the Mega Man DLC, though. That's gonna be sick. 9. Rusty. Dread, baby. Finally, after 207 hours of playing this game, I finally have my main. God. Boom! Look at that, guys. We have Christmas Dread. Hi, voiceover man Daniels here. So, I wasn't speaking during any of these matches because when you get to the higher placements in Legend lobbies and also the Legend competition, you can't really speaketh on the streameth or else you will do really bad and you'll feel terrible about yourself. But I love Pumpkin Mansion, man. I spent an entire Halloween trying to get this and it didn't happen, but of course close to Christmas is when we get it, right? I love the tight turns on this track, dude, and basically I got a Wisp very early on and I kind of just hogged onto it until the very end of the track. We also got Chow Park here, which this was one of the tracks that was really easy to hate early on, but I think that there's something comforting about getting this track because there's something to be said about the consistency of it, because like once you learn how to get over that jump and get over that turn that we just did, like there isn't a lot of issues here. And I am also using a Knuckles on Extreme Gear build with Technical Drift, so my boost is going to charge extremely fast. It's basically the meta setup right now, but in situations like that, it's really worth it because I was able to block that bomb pretty much instantly the exact time I needed it. But yeah, I just really adore how tight all the twists and turns are in this track. It's not boring like Casino, I forget what it's called right now, or Dragon Road, where it's just one big continuous turn. There's a lot of sections here where you do kind of have to slow down and not snake 24/7, so it's a lot more interesting in that regard. Also, Zaz has his punk outfit from Forces Mobile. I really do like that there's the multiple paths of verticality here, because when I landed, I almost landed on the grass. Like, you genuinely have to aim where you go. But yeah, that Wisp that I've been holding on to this entire time, it came in clutch right there, because there were like 3 people that were hot on my tail, and right there I closed the distance between us. Woo! First match of the day, first Dread match ever. Big Dubski, the jolly guy on a Halloween stage, yup. And that's what we like to call ouch. That's what we like to call damn it. One thing I don't lose on is Sand Road. I know this track like the back of my hand, man. I played this so much during the open network test, and I never thought I was going to like it, because I thought the aesthetic was really boring, and I was not really a big fan of Team Sonic Racing, which is what this track reminds me of, but it ended up being exactly the type of thing that would vibe with my brain. Like the way that the sand already makes you slip around like you're using Tech Drift. This track just made sense to me even before I used Tech Drift, and I got really lucky there. Someone got hit with like a shuriken or something, and I was able to nab a double box. One of the things you're going to notice me doing a lot here when I play this game is I'll often use an item in ways that seem pointless, but it's usually so I can refresh my item with an upcoming box. It's especially good to do when you're front running. Right here, I wasn't able to block the Dart Chow, but he gave me the exact item I needed to take the shortcut. This might not have been such an easy match if I didn't get lucky there. Usually I block Dart Chow out of habits because they come through the red ring and you don't know if it's going to be a wait or something. And boom, no boom boom for you today. I can block boom boo a million times over and it feels so satisfying every time. The way that I managed to like pull that back at the end, dude. Never doubt my abilities on Sand Road. I'm a Sand Road warrior. Wow, that was a dubski with all of us in top 3 as well. How perfect. Something comforting about this track is that I've actually been playing Minecraft a decent amount lately with one of my friends, so I'm not too immersion broken by playing this. Usually I would see crossover tracks of this game and be like, man, I thought I was playing Sonic the Hedgehog, but you know what? I've been in the mood lately. It's fun. I also really like this ravine segment. It's a lot more fun than I initially thought it was when this came out. The Nether is also really pretty. Not much to say about the actual track layout of this, though. It's very linear. It's just kind of good visually, is the main thing. Right here, though, I love holding to the left while drifting, because you get the perfect turn on the staircase there. I really wanted Dragon Road, but my fat-ass extreme gear made me fat finger onto the random button. But it's a good thing that I did that anyway, because I'm a lot better on Colorful Mall than I am on Dragon Road. And the one thing that we won't be dragging is our feet on Colorful Mall, because I kind of have this down to a science. This is one of those tracks that I've grinded over and over in time trials. And right now, I'm competing against 2 princesses. We got the Princess of AI and the Princess of Soliana right here over Miku. And then right here, I've run out of my shield, and then, you know, just real quick, I casually pop the frame-perfect Boom Boo skip. For those that don't know, if you use a Wisp at the last moment, you are literally too fast for Boom Boo to hit you. It's basically the equivalent of dodging a blue shell in Mario Kart. I think that's the 3rd time I've ever done it, but the last time I did it before that was probably like a couple months ago, at least. I don't usually drive so clean in the mineshaft segment. This is probably like my best end segment in the entirety of the Minecraft track. I'm not a big fan of the flying in the end either, but I would just kind of had such a big lead that I could do whatever I wanted. I was able to freely block anything, like you'll even see here. I hold on to my level 4 for a little bit because I'm just that confident. And then when I get level 4 here, I'm just going to preserve it for the driving section, because again, I have such a lead that I can actually do that. And a fun little, neat little technique I like to do here is I'll drive straight without drifting, and I'll drop an item like the Pink Wisp, and then bada bing, bada boom, the person in second place is basically forced to hit that. 3 in a row. Dude, did you guys see the Boom Boo skip that I did so casually? And then I did an accidental snap drift? World's accidental best dread player right now named Dolphin. Ooh. So sick of Chronos, dude. The hive mind picks it every time. With no regard for anything. I just want a break, man. I want to see Chronos lose the vote one time. Now, I do think Chronos Island is a really well-designed track. My main issue with it is just that really stupid fun shortcut at the very end, because the name of the game is basically get a boost item of some kind in first lap, and then hold on to it, and hopefully you don't get hit too brutally in between then. Because if you're not taking the shortcut, you are losing. That's the one frustrating thing about this track. But enough about meta discussion. I think it's really cool that 2 things from 2022 are in this game. because 2022 was a big year for Sonic, and it's pretty nostalgic for me in that way, even though it's not even been that long. But I love that we got Kronos Island from Frontiers, which is pretty much my favorite Sonic game of all time at this point. And, of course, I also got Dread officially on Kronos, which is funny, because the first mod I ever made for a game was actually Dread in Sonic Frontiers. But yeah. Another benefit of using Power character on Extreme Gear is that when I get hit, I can just immediately level 3 my way out of the hit stun. I don't know how I feel about Wonder Museum. On one hand, I think it's kind of generic, but also I'm really good at it, and it's not necessarily a frustrating track. It's just a little bit simple. One of the things that I love doing is getting the clusters of 5 rings and 10 rings, because there's a lot of them. You can easily get max rings on this track. Some of them are even just in straight lines. Okay, this part sucks, because I see the magnet, I intentionally dodge it, but the gravity pulls me into Clever's tornado, which was another thing that I was trying to avoid. So that was frustrating. I'm in 8th place now, but thank God we got no items from the Dark Chow, because I blocked it, apparently. Too bad. I always get this double item box on lap 3, even though I only got one of them this time. But all you literally need to win here is one Wisp. That was dangerous. I had to level 4 as soon as I possibly could, because I know that when people get Monster Truck, they're always going to go for the tightest, fastest pathway, so I took the wide turn to try and avoid him. Thankfully it worked. I like to take the inner turn on this part of Kronos, leading up to the squid. This part's really dangerous for me because I never know if somebody's gonna like feel psychotic and try to hit me on the trail. It's the scariest when I have to turn directions on that trail, but right here, this is basically a guaranteed win. Someone tried to snipe me with that pink wisp, which I really respect, but I have the best handling around. Screw Kronos Island, man. The magnet that I avoided pulled me into one of my own teammates' tornadoes. And I still brought it back. I'm proud of myself. Sheesh, man. What a bloodbath. Anyways, my mod, Jolly Dread, is available to download down below. I know it's really close to Christmas, so I don't know how much mileage you're going to get out of it at this point, but have fun!